pick you up. I wanna see you. Don't deconstruct, 'cause I don't need to know. But it's kinda weird, not something I normally.
呢個係好似好出名嘅花瓣雪糕。
Don't wanna leave, ooh, you.
有馬經過啊！
You're feeling a high, ask if I make it.
Hello， 大家好，今日咧係我哋今次旅行嘅第9日啦，亦都係威尼斯嘅最後一日。跟住咧，我琴日咪去咗玻璃都嘅，跟住咧我就買咗一條呢個手鏈。然後我琴日咧過去一條橋嘅時候咧，就見到有2間鋪頭啦，好似幾靚。跟住其中一間咧，我琴日就去咗，仲有一間咧，我就諗住今日去買。 應該係鮮榨產品嚟，好甜。
No, you're not treating everyone like that. No way you eat it.
我哋而家上緊 DUTV 嘅天台度睇下威尼斯嘅成個景。
Kick off your shoes, who's first you choose. I'm giving to you.
DUTV 度咧一定要 book 咗位咧先可以過嚟睇呢個威尼斯嘅成個景嘅。本身呢度咧係睇可能日落嘅，但係咧因為而家最遲咧只可以 book 到6點啦，咁所以我哋就冇啦，因為我哋呢幾日嘅夜晚日落時間都係差唔多9點先會日落。
Boy, take time on my knees, whatever you like. 'Cause you're always on mine. You're the only boy. Don't make me say please. It's been enough time. I'm your best in your mind. Your mind. Boy, you don't hold back if you're all like that. Got me dreaming all night.
What's your name?
Ci sta la cartolina dentro, sì.
So, questa è la taglia grande che
Insomma. 我哋而家
Memory serves right, but I had control. Wanted to keep you in line.
上火車之前咧，我哋就食咗個包同埋飲杯凍嘅拉提，中意飲杯凍嘅拉提。我叫咗嗰個係一個細嘅三文治，佢係2個7。我以為好普通，但係又幾好食。
It's been enough time. I'm your best in your mind.
我哋而家咧就準備坐呢架火車，然後出發去佛羅倫斯啦。坐咗喺個位度，哇！佢個座位係好高嘅，見到啊！我個正前面係呢個角度。上咗火車啦。我哋終於嚟咗我哋喺佛羅倫斯嘅 B&B 啦，因為咧我哋本身個火車到達時間係6點20分嘅，但係我哋而家就9點幾啦，即係遲咗大約差唔多3個鐘度。一入到嚟咧就有一條好長嘅走廊，跟住呢度咧就有個洗手間，係咁樣。 今日係喺佛羅倫斯嘅第1日，然後我哋而家就準備去食早餐。咁今日咧主要嘅行程係去烏菲茲美術館啦，跟住就係去米高安哲羅廣場度睇下日落，應該就係咁啦。
Pretty good friendship.
我喺暫時喺外國食嘅咁多包咧，都好似都冇一個係有啲伏嘅。呢度就係老橋啦，已經到咗啦。啱啱咧，我哋去完烏菲茲啦，咁入邊咧就係有達芬奇啊，同埋米高安哲羅啊，仲有其他都出名嘅畫家啦。咁我就大約，因為我本身咧個人就比較中意可能自畫像嗰啲多啲嘅，咁就即係 portrait 嗰啲啦。咁所以我就喺嗰度逗留得耐少少咁樣。咁而家咧，我哋就嚟咗呢間餐廳度食嘢。呢個咧係食 T-bone steak 嘅。呢個應該係喺意大利都出名。我以為咧佢係嗰種一咬落去會煙韌韌彈牙嗰種咯，但係咧點不知咧，原來佢係一咬落去係腍嗰種。但係個味係幾好，不過我可能中意食意粉多啲。而家試下個 risotto， 佢係龍蝦汁嚟嘅，佢個味都幾濃下。我覺得啱啱試咗啦，我覺得個味係幾好，係夠落得夠多鹽啊，夠鹹調到個味出嚟嘅。但係咧，佢就有好似對我嚟講咧，可能有少少有少少煮得過咗頭少少咁樣。
What you think of him all night long?
呢個書店。我有見到我上次喺誠品買嗰本書，但係呢個就係意大利文。呢本好似幾靚咁。
The spring ahead, a house for two. You pass by, one look. I can't stop that smile from my face. Yeah. Dreams of a city lights and ocean views. The spring ahead, a house for two.
我想買一張呢個。嗰個 texture。Yes, thank you。我哋嚟到百花大教堂啦，跟住咧，我哋而家咧其實都應該係算係 city walker 啦，即係周圍行下，真係冇話特別去咩地方。
This feeling inside, the way you look tonight, can't let time pass away. Dreams of a city lights and ocean views. The spring ahead, a house for two. You pass by,
salted caramel， 呢個係好似好出名嘅花瓣雪糕，好綿咯，都鹹鹹地又真係幾好食。呢個就係領主廣場，喺烏菲茲隔離。我哋而家咧去到食我哋嘅晚餐，算係提早食我哋嘅晚餐啦。因為咧，其實而家7點幾已經唔算早，但係對比起我哋呢幾日嚟旅行食嘅鐘數咧，就已經係早咗。我哋叫咗一個 carbonara 同埋一個 seafood 嘅意粉。放好個芝士粉呢個。我覺得幾好食，唔係，但係佢同平時嗰啲咧，佢同平時嗰啲 carbonara 好似有少少唔同咯。冇撒芝士粉同撒咗芝士粉咧，係差別可以好大。但係咧，佢啲麵質都係整得好好嘅咯，即係佢個係有口感。係咪有馬經過啊？哇！好食喎，加好遠。哇！我想講咧，個海鮮意粉真係好好食，好好食。係我本身試咗個 carbonara， 我以為已經好好食啦，點不知原來個海鮮意粉仲好食。佢啲意粉真係煮得啱啱好咯，同埋佢啲海鮮味係飄晒出嚟，好香。幾好食啊！我嚟咗旅行咁多日，我好似第一次嚟到呢啲咁大型嘅超級市場。我喺法國同埋威尼斯都唔好見到呢啲大型嘅超級市場。咁而家就快速決定買咩咧？我想買 yogurt 松鼠糕同埋椰飲，真係要買，因為呢度冇類似 7嗰啲㗎嘛，咁所以就冇方便。呢個超級市場都幾大啊！
New Year, shine a brand new star.
哇！而家返緊酒店啦，哇！見唔見到我塊面有影射就知而家係日落，真係好靚。見唔見到原來有個摩天輪喺度㗎？
Promises we make and share.